Yeah, but I already have 2 layers of Firebase.
Right, yeah. And if people are off in, you have even more control because you know exactly who they are and all that.
And if you were like, if you have repeat visitors and you serve them resistors, it would be a good way to be like, hey, Firebase.
Yeah, that's true. The cool part about the auth is you get a token back. So it does that for you. It creates the ID for you and it does all of that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Firebase does a lot of it for you. Yeah. Let's see here. And if you refresh, it already persists, so you don't have to do a cookie for that. If you're signed into Firebase and you close your browser and come back in, you still are signed in. Yeah. So that's a cookie, right?
Like, okay, so worst case scenario, if you had a static database, you know, like, I prefer to action.
Yeah.
But it has
Right. Yeah. That's exactly right. You can do webhooks on that listening event and all of that shit. Yeah. So I'm recording.
You are?
Yeah, I'll put it on.
Perfect.
I'll put it on YouTube. I'll send it out on Slack.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no worries. Have a good weekend.
Alright, so where do we stop at?
All right. Yeah. So you guys generally done with this? Who's not done with this? I know there's a couple of you. Cool. Okay. Julie, I know you're almost done. You're on the cusp.
Do we have to put the acting on the right?
No, you put whatever you want. I think this is a pretty shitty design. You can make it better. Yeah. Yeah. Sidebar. Yeah. Cool. Oh, this is great. I wish I was that cool.
Oh, yeah, that guy had the sine wave. Oh, he has one where he does the sine wave.
Okay. So how are you guys approaching this problem? Trivia. What's that? The Giphy one?
I'm on board with this team, so.
No? Trivia was the homework before. This is the one that's due today. We're past that. You can look at my review. I'm wondering how long it's going to take you guys to figure that out. All this stuff is open source. You can look at all your classes and look at your assignments.
You have to know their name, though. I figured that one out.
Yeah, I get
It's open source.
And you can look at other people who took this top in the right state.
Yeah. Look at the Rutgers people. Not kids. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So any specific questions about this? Can we lower the volume? Because we're going to do this as a group. Okay. Thank you. So Giphy, right? We populate buttons or render buttons, as your code calls it, and then we have a click event handler for the animal button container. So this is a click event handler delegate, which is something that we've learned recently. So you can pass it this second parameter here, and it's a container that's watching for events anywhere inside of it, which is pretty rad. So let's see here. Anytime these buttons are added or removed, we call our Giphy API, or we create our URL. I apologize, and then we do our AJAX GET requests, and then we kind of build our DOM. Right, we build those images based on the result of that, and then we append those into the UI. So the animal image, we append that in there.
You're making a video?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then let's see. I don't know that it'll have audio though. Ah. Sorry. Cool. Okay, and then we have another click handler here for the add animal button. So that is the separate button next to the input, right? Where if I type landing rockets and click add, this code runs. And we prevent the default. We grab the input's value, and then we push the new animal, which is what somebody typed in there. We push that to the animals array, which has an event listener on it and re-renders those buttons. And then we click the new button. I don't know. I don't think that's really necessary. No difference. I muted my computer. Maybe it's his. Anyway.
I don't play that.
Okay. And then we re-render the buttons. And then we populate those buttons. So this is two different event handlers. I see. Okay. This is the homework that's due today. No, I'm just reviewing the solution already. So if there's questions or kind of you guys are wondering where your code's at versus where this code's at, this is essentially the working version of the homework. No, it'll, I mean, yeah. So this is what you guys are trying to build, and there's different ways to build it. I would probably do 3 functions. This is using delegate event handlers. I think it's kind of overkill, but it's probably computationally expensive to do so. But yeah, I'd have a render gifts function, I'd have a render buttons function, and then I'd have an add button function that at the bottom of it re-renders the buttons. That's pretty much all you need. Sure. So you can see here, just looping over this animals array. And then we're creating buttons that have a data attribute, a data-type attribute, and we're populating its value with the current index that we're on. And we're emptying it out first. That way we don't append the list completely again to it. We're just kind of re-looking at it. Okay, and then we get into our event handlers down here. This is the event handler for the bonus, I believe, if like clicking. It's supposed to be still. I think there's 2 assignments actually. Yeah, that's what that click event handler is for. So I don't think it's actually working in this example, and that's kind of the funny part. But how I would do that is in the JSON response in the payload, you get a still and an animated. Pretty much you would just add 2 data attributes, one with still, one with animated, and then when you click, you would grab that attribute's value and put it into the source attribute, replace the source attribute, and then when you click it again, you would reverse it. So that's a way. There's multiple ways to do that here. Specific questions?
Okay, the way basically like.
I think I'm done. Let's see. There any questions? Questions?
I mean, this is to review later. I already
Sure. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Not that it's working, but as you know, if I can fix something through it.
Sure.
Cool.
So another thing that I've shown a couple of you is a different way to do it. If this syntax seems crazy to you, there's different ways to do this. So we have an array called results. If we do results dot for each, that takes a callback function. And then the parameter you give it is a singular result. And this is basically your index. And then inside here, you have access to the individual result and all of its properties. So that's a different way that it accomplishes the same thing. There's also map, which does it too.
Alright, so now we know.
Excuse me. Okay. Good? Cool. You got it.